Hey, it's Sean and Toby.
Hi, it's good to be back.
And Bender.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's been 10 days and we've done a lot of things. I've been out and I've seen a lot of bands.
I've done a lot of thinking.
You've been,
Yeah, deep soul
It's
searching.
been a very reflective time for you.
Mm-hmm. Meditating. Yeah. Sweat lodges. Yeah. What'd you see, Tob?
I saw Billy Bremner from Billy Bremner's Rock Files. Billy Bremner from Rockpile. And he played with Augie Myers from Sir Douglas Quintet.
Oh,
and
that's
he had
awesome.
A band that's like it was
that
at Antone's.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Dude.
Yeah, it was low key. It was on Tuesday night. Me and Shelly were like the youngest people there. You know, I think. You know, not to.
Did you stage dive? Is that how they do
I
it?
started all the shit. Oh, they couldn't handle how old school I brought it. Yeah. No, it was nice, man. Old guys with perfect tone, you know, and Billy Bremner sings like one of the Everly Brothers or the Chipmunks, you know. I mean, he just like he has his guitar tone was perfect, and they did, you know, Rockpile not only had the Rockpile album, but they played on like Dave Edmunds and Nick Lowe's records, so he did a lot of those songs and. It was really cool. His band, I think they tour Scandinavia a lot.
What?
But they got brought in. Yeah, they were really good. That was awesome.
That's great.
And then I went and saw User Unauthorized on Friday night at the Lost Well, and they were great. I finally got to see them live. And then Saturday I went to the matinee and saw Laserfire and 16 Deluxe, and the whole town was there, and it was an awesome time.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, it was. There was a lot going on. It was fun.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. So, and then we're going to see Napalm Death coming up.
Yes, Napalm Death on Sunday at the Mohawk. So that'll be really fun. I can't wait. It's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. Dang. So,
Toby's about to straight up diss a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Right up in his face and diss him. So, you want to...
I warned y'all last week.
Yeah, let's just get this over with.
I'm getting the feisty side of me is finally like...
It's end of the year. Fuck it.
I've been so nice and only talking about the stuff I like, but a true giant in the industry who's put out a real turd recently is Mr. Brian Eno with this Please Don't Buy Forever and Ever More. I should have known.
Yeah.
And look how boring the cover is. I was like, I gotta find that Eno to talk about, but my eyes kept like glancing over it. Cause anyway.
It's such a forgettable cover.
It sounds like fucking Apple Sleep Tones. Like I'm all for. Okay, so let's back this up. I love Eno. Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy. Here Come the Warm Jets. My Life and the Bush Ghosts. Even the ambient stuff like music for airports. But oh my God, there's if you're gonna be ambient, and I was ready for this to be ambient, you got to give us some unique, interesting sounds. And this is just not. It's like the same shit. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like sleep tones. Like you might as well just put on one of those sleep program apps or something. He does a little like choir singing. It sucks, man. Sorry, Eno. You know what's funny that I was thinking about is I read a number of years ago. I read there's a few things I admire about Eno. One is that there's a lot, but that he financed the whole Oh No It's Devo album. Well, he and Bowie did, and it was recorded in Eno's studio in Germany.
What? I didn't know that. That's amazing.
And that they only shopped it around after it was a finished product with Eno's name attached to it. Yeah. So yeah, he was a big enough fan of Devo to do that. So yeah, endless points. And and I read Anthony Kiedis' autobiography a number of years ago, and the funniest sentence in it is like, it was time to do our 5th album, so we went looking for a producer, and for the 5th time, we approached Brian Eno, and for the 5th time, he turned us down even faster than before. Yeah, so props, Eno. All right.
Yeah, that gains him. Yeah.
All right.
His points still haven't run out.
So
from that
someone
one.
loves this, and you've got fans, and you've got all the money from making the Apple sound. So I think the sound when you turn on your computer, like he owns that, or
wow,
when they boot up or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about royalties.
the sound I turn off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I should have known when he started making, wake up computer sounds that, things were going to progress in a bad way for him. So.
I know y'all don't care about jazz records, but here we go real fast. This baritone sax on Jason Marshall is just lots of fun. You should listen to this album. It's called fucking New Beginnings. And if you like Herbie Hancock Headhunters, I'd never heard this, but it got reissued. Ryo Kawasaki Juice. Anyway, that's a cool cover.
That is a cool cover.
Yeah, I've been listening to that a lot. It's like if you like early 70s fusion. I think it's from the early 70s. Anyway,
awesome.
I'll move on because I know my audience doesn't give a shit about that like I do.
No, they want you to talk more shit. Next episode, we're going to talk shit about local people.
Oh. And here's what I left out. When I saw Billy Bremner, the fucking Crayolas opened, and I finally got to see them.
Man, what a treat!
And they were so good, and I got some of my shit signed.
Was that in your car, and you ran to your car, and you were like, I gotta get it signed?
No, I brought it in my pocket. I brought a Sharpie.
Hell yeah,
like a baseball card. Groupie.
You were ready. You were such a groupie.
I was ready to go. There was no one there. No, I'm serious. There was like 50 people there who all paid $25 to go. So I'm sure they made some dough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an older. I hadn't been to Antone's Tuesday night show for a while, but my man, guys could play. Man, talk about some perfect tone. Okay, so what are we gonna talk about? We've got so much. I could talk about some things I glossed over, but let's start with that.
Okay, cool. All right, Exhumed, To the Dead. Exhumed from San Jose, California.
Let me get that out. Yeah. We are both looking forward to seeing these guys.
These guys are playing with Escuela Grind.
Escuela Grind's opening. They've been added to the tour, so
God.
we're really excited to see Exhumed. I've seen Exhumed open for Napalm Death in Fort Worth at the Rail Club. A number of years ago, and they were very good.
That's awesome. Man, this is their 9th studio album.
Yeah.
They're still on Relapse. What did you think, dude?
I love this record.
Yeah.
It's high energy. It's got great beats, and it's fun, gore obsessed death metal, and They bring it, it's like the equivalent of watching an Evil Dead movie,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of just, it's lighthearted, but it's like horror, and I don't know. I own a couple things. I own a split 10-inch they have with someone else, so it's not, here's a picture of the guys. So anyway, yeah, I was really feeling this one. I listened to it a lot. And how about that cover?
That cover's the best!
Yeah.
Yeah, eating some exhumed entrails with blood and eyeballs, wine. Come get some.
How about you, Sean? How'd you feel on it?
Dude, so I ended up watching a bunch of videos, live stuff from these guys, because I wanted to see who was doing what, like who was doing the death, or like the death metal vocals, and who was doing the grindcore vocals, and so. Yeah, so anyway, Ross Sewage on bass also does the death metal vocals, who's amazing, and Matt Harvey's the
main
founder, dude. Vocals, guitars, he does the
I've seen him
vocals.
play recently with Left 4 Dead. He's in that too.
Wow.
And am I wrong? He's in Gruesome as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Like he's good enough to be jamming with the death guys, and then this is his regular gig, and so good.
They've got a music video for Drained of Color.
Drained of Color. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got a favorite song?
I do. Do you want to do the 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Defecated.
Yeah, Defecated's good too. Yeah. Mine's Rank and Defiled, but Defecated. I think it has a lyric video that you sent me.
Oh yeah. It's got a great. The riff is like chromatic, like defecator.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. What a good song.
So these songs. So I was reading a little bit about them, and I'll admit, I was
my God,
reading a Wikipedia entry on them, and the Matt Harvey likes to kind of use his vocals that are about gore and death as an allegory, again, for like political issues or relationships. Anyway, he phrases it much more nicely, but he likes to get his point across by using gore lyrics. So when you listen to them, try to think of the hidden message or the deeper meaning behind.
Well, let's get to it. I'll read some lyrics
gruesome, then. Yeah, read "Defecated," dude.
You want to hear "Defecated"?
Yeah, I want to hear about
not "Rank and Defiled."
Okay, let's do "Rank and Defiled."
No, let's do "Defecated."
Yeah, because I'm really hoping it's about eating exhumed bodies and defecating out human remains.
I like "No Headstone Unturned."
That's a good one too.
All right, "Defecated."
These guys are death grind, by the way, which is great.
Bound and gagged in my abattoir for anthropophagus butchery. Salivation fills my maw as I polish my finest cutlery. A pound of flesh to ingest and digest, served with creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche? Did you see the South Park episode? Creme fraiche? It's a hit at Whole Foods. If you worked at Whole Foods, you know what creme fraiche is.
What is it?
It's like it's a dairy product that's drier than sour cream. It's like in between sour cream and cottage cheese, if you can imagine that. And you use it for filling and like fancy fucking souffles and shit.
Oh, nice going, guys. You will witness as I gnash pieces of you prepared with panache, lipid morsels on a skewer, clean my plate until you are defecated.
Yes!
Die as you have lived, a total piece of excrement, defecated. Hack away the extremities, one by one to be savored. A truly delectable amputee as I devour the deftly dismembered. Your carry-on I set upon, a true gourmand.
Yes, that's so great, dude.
Eyes agog, as you witness, your deltoid served as my main dish, pan-seared with some melted ghee. Once digested, you will be defecated.
Yeah.
Die as you have lived, a total piece of excrement, defecated. Gleefully feasting on a long pig fondue, delighted in your expression, expelling my bowels in your purview, observing your own digestion. Adipose tissue and blood I have cold, makes a sweet marinade. Organs and sweetmeats are finely pulled as your consciousness fades. A digestive of liquefied brains, feces and shit are all that remains. And then Matt has a solo, and then Baz has a solo.
Yes.
Defecated!
Yes.
Die as you have lived. A total piece of shit. Defecated.
Man, I gotta take a shit. now, don't you get the allegory? Don't you want to go volunteer at your local veterans home?
Creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche and panache.
Ghee. What's ghee again? Ghee is
it's clarified, Indian clarified butter.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, defecated.
Sean ran the dairy department at
Central Market. Yeah. Yeah, we carried ghee too. Yeah.
Oh man, I go visit Sean, and they used to have these little chrome things in the that were like a foot high on the dairy cases, and they stuck out like they would on a fender of a car. And then these same guys from different departments would, I'd go talk to Sean, and they'd come wandering in because only the dairy department had the chrome, and they would be following around these women customers in skirts, and using the chrome to look up their skirts. Like, I got some serious chrome today, Sean.
They call it chroming.
Chroming.
Yeah.
That's long gone. I think chroming became... Once I told my grandmother about chroming, she thought that was so funny. I think enough old people found out about it where like someone complained.
I think your grandmother told it to one of her friends, and that's probably why it's not there anymore. Once they got rid of it, I ended up quitting soon after. It was just too boring. I would have to kick guys out of the department. Like, dudes from the meat market would be over there, like, following girls in short skirts. And anyway, yeah. Defecated!
Defecated! Die as you have lived, you human piece of shit!
Now you're just a piece of excrement!
That's what you get for chroming.
Yeah, I want to...
You scumbags.
Eat your adipose tissue with ghee.
Adipose? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, adipose tissue is that small layer of fat between your skin. It's a nursing school. That's the only reason.
I know about rock bands. Sean knows about everything else.
Science and butter. Creme fraiche. Creme fraiche.
All right, what are we doing next?
Let's do...
Defecated.
We're going to do Archers of Loaf, Reason in Decline. This is Archers of Loaf. Remember them from the 90s?
Remember the 90s? So I never owned an Archers of Loaf album, but I had this memory of being at a party, or 16 Deluxe, one of their birthday parties, and their new Archers of Loaf album had come out, which was the last one, and everyone was like talking about it and stoked. It was like, oh man, this one's really weird, you know.
That must have been 1988. White Trash Heroes.
It was 98. Yeah. And so I was like, I kind of admired their status as like the huge underground, you know, but not quite massive, you know, respected indie band, but I never really listened to them. And then so 25 years later they follow it up.
Yep. Dun dun dun. Reason in Decline.
From Merge Records. It's put out a lot of good stuff lately.
Chapel Hill, North Carolina natives. Actually, they're originally from Asheville.
Asheville. Yeah. All right, Sean. What'd you think of Archers of Loaf?
Man, you know, honestly, I didn't hate it. Like at times, I was reminded of like Husker Du in a weird way. Maybe the song structure is something that you know, you'd hear from like, I don't know, like I heard like remnants of like Zen Arcade, but each song is like an anthemic 90s style indie rock ballad. Didn't you get that? Like every song was like the end of a movie in the 90s. The credits roll. I can totally see that. And it's just a you know,
it's montage
like, it's
music.
A whole
not montage,
deal.
It's end credits music.
Yeah, it's end credits ballad music.
I found everything to be jaunty and upbeat and driving, you know, are the words that in I didn't know do you know the song by David Garza, Disco Ball World? Mm-hmm. Like there's a lot of that similar like upbeat indie like drivingness to it, you know? Right. Do you have a favorite song?
I do actually.
1, 2, 3. Saturation and Light. Okay. Yeah. Human, Saturation and Light, Screaming Under. Yeah, so it opens with some strong ones. Mama was War Profiteer. It's pleasant. Some of the songs get stuck in your head.
I'll be honest, when I first put it on, I must have I've been listening to Exhumed, and then I put this on, and I was like, get the fuck out of my... No, I don't want to hear this.
I put it on with the band here, and they were like, was this recorded in 98? And it kind of...
It could have been.
It could have been recorded in 98.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest...
Like, picking up where they left off.
In all fairness, if you like Archers of Loaf, if you liked White Trash Heroes, I think you're going to really enjoy this. Again...
Reason in Decline.
Yeah. Again, saying I didn't hate it is a really crappy way to describe something. But I liked it, you know... I probably would have never bought this, but now that I've listened to it, I wouldn't mind listening to it again, to be honest.
There's a handful of songs from this I will keep in my mix. Like, you know...
your 16 Deluxe
2022 mix. 2022 mix,
oh, okay.
You know?
Gotcha.
The
I thought it was your indie rock mix.
My indie rock... No. Like,
who's in your indie rock mix?
16 Deluxe. You know,
16 Deluxe.
Someone coming up might be. You know, we're getting a little indie rock today.
Yeah.
All right, are we going to move on to our next...
Yeah, the biggest indie rock music.
Oh, well, yeah, there's that. Yeah. All right.
Lou Reed, Words and Music, 1965. This is a Lou Reed acoustic version recording of some stuff that's never been released. It was put out by, who's his wife?
Laurie Anderson. On Light in the Attic. Yeah. So, from the 80s, Laurie, I mean, I don't mean to send her just to the 80s, but that's when Mr. Heartbreak... Man, we used to... when Oh Superman was a hit, you know, like, okay, so we used to sneak out after hours, and I'm talking about when I was a freshman, and my friends lived near Rice University, and we would hit up their dorm parties while they would serve bathtub punch. That's so gross to think about now.
Yeah.
Or they'd have this punch, and yeah, anyway, they were like, we were like a gimmick because like all those like college kids were hammered, and then like we would show up after midnight like little kids, and then like they were too drunk to stop us from like just getting our own cups of punch.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
But they would listen to Oh Superman over and over. That's the first time I heard that. I was like, oh Superman.
Wow.
Anyway, that's my memory of that. So anyway, this man, Lou Reed has vindicated himself from the grave.
I tell you, it's kind of hilarious. It's a great record.
So
charming.
So the backstory is that in 1965, Lou Reed recorded a demo of his original songs and then sent it in an envelope that he never opened to himself because you're supposedly that's the easiest way to publish stuff, but it's proof. And then it sat there for all these years, and then his widow finds it, and she puts it out. And all these classic fucking Velvet Underground songs are fully written and realized in 1965 with John Cale singing backup.
Yeah.
I mean, so if you've read like Lou Reed Transformer, the book, it kind of makes him look like an asshole in that like the Velvet Underground broke up twice because Lou Reed, they would have a mixing session, right, with the whole band there, and then he would go back and have the real mixing session where he turned himself up loud, and he did that not
Sneaky.
only like so there
Sneaky
was one
Lou.
like so there'd be the first mixing session that was for show with everybody, but that's like when the album came out, that's not what it sounded like, you know. He would come back and book it, you know. So and then he did that yet again when they recorded at the reunion, and like the reunion was supposed to keep going in the 90s, but they did like did they do an unplugged, or they did a live album that's not very good, and he pulled the exact same shit that he had done in 1970, you know, 25 years later or whatever.
Some people never change.
So the book wasn't that flattering to Lou Reed, but I think he's vindicated a bit by this record. The versions of Heroin, I'm Waiting for My Man. Oh yeah, it does look good. I mean, are fully realized, and it's good. Like, you know, as much as I've heard those songs, the lyrics aren't as clear as they are on this when it's just him and a guitar, and you really get the feeling of, you know, the seed of where these songs came from. And there's songs that pop up later, like Pale Blue Eyes. He does that, you know. I mean, that's on the third album. Okay, so there's a Men of Good Fortune, and it's not really, it's the same title, but it's not the song from Berlin. It's a song that sounds like The Times They Are Changing, but it's good, you know. And then there's like kind of, you can see where he could have been like playing folk coffee shops at the time with like sing-along stuff like the Buttercup song. And another surprising thing, like I said, the Men of Good Fortune version sounds like Times They Are Changing, is he straight up does some Dylan songs. The thing is, when you read the book, Lou Reed had he was jealous of Dylan, you know. Dylan, obviously more successful, more accepted, more respected. And then Dylan...
Not an asshole.
And to the... I don't know. I don't know. Seriously.
Yeah. It's a toss-up, right?
He's mysterious, you know. So it wasn't until like Lou Reed always talked trash about Dylan until they were at some similar thing, a taping, and Lou Reed played. It was a song from his New Sensations album. It's doing the things that they want to, and Dylan told someone that like something like, I wish I'd written that song. And after that, like, Lou Reed was just effusive with his praise of Dylan, like, and had all the Dylan stuff. Once Dylan complimented Lou Reed,
it was over.
Lou Reed was like, okay, I'm a total hating fanboy. I love Dylan,
yeah.
you know? So, that was another thing I picked up from that book. But so, and early on, yeah, that's the other thing that shows is that Lou Reed was a Dylan fan all along and hugely influenced by Bob Dylan. He does Baby Let Me Follow You Down. Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. So a few things pop up from older sessions. There's a song from 1958, and there's some home recordings at the end from 63, 64. But the real meat of this is him in the 65 demos, songs 1 through 10 is the main demos that this whole thing's based around. I don't think the rest of it would have merited a full album, maybe a record store day release or something. But no, this is just the versions of Heroin and I'm Waiting for My Man. Yeah, are worth it. Buzz, 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 Pale Blue Eyes. It's if you're a fan of Velvet Underground or Lou Reed, you owe it to yourself to check this out. Like, and you probably already heard it.
And these are home recordings, so it's like, this isn't produced. You know, this is just two guys having a good time, right? Like,
yeah,
and you can hear them.
It's a bedroom recording.
Yeah,
there's certain
they
song
fuck up, they're
where
laughing.
The clapping is way too loud. You know,
yeah.
Like I wish they turned that down. But there's one track, so you can't go in and mix it. You know,
they screw up lyrics. He messes up some.
It's loose.
Guitar chords. You know, but it's fun. It's a good time. They sounded like they were having a fun time. These are very cheery versions of all of these songs, you know.
It's kind of scary to think that Lou Reed was that into heroin already in like 1965.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
But good. Yeah, I like it. What was your favorite song? Again.
Waiting for My Man, Heroin. I don't know. How about you?
I like Buzz, Buzz, Buzz. It was a lot. It's a fun one.
All right. Yep. So give it a listen. All right, where are we going?
Now we're gonna go to. We're gonna do our local friends, and You'll Know Us by the Trail of Dead. This is And You'll Know Us by the Trail of Dead, their 11th record.
Album entitled
11. Bleed Here
Now in quadraphonic sound.
Started in 1994. These guys are the quintessential success artists of Austin. Their 11th studio record. Anyway.
Always like
knows who they are.
seeing Conrad and Jason around.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Cool dudes. They got some good art here. This thing is dense like a book.
Dude, this whole record, 24 tracks coming in?
Yeah, this is like reading a book.
So it is. And it's broken up. So we did Off a couple weeks ago, and you know how Off's record was broken up by those little songs that kind of like, you know, palate cleansers in between songs, if you will. This is kind of the same thing. Like, it's got some experimental little one-off songs in between some of their hits. So anyway, look, I've known these guys forever, and I really, really, along with pretty much everyone else, love Source Tags and Codes. And if you're a fan of that, I hear a lot of that. Plus, you know, some of their newer, I think, just some of their newer, more progressive music come alive in this record.
Sean was in a band with Jason, their original guitar player.
No,
Not Jason.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin Allen.
I'm sorry, not Jason.
Yeah, the Burglars.
Kevin. The Burglars, yeah, Kevin Allen.
So we would play shows, and then Jason and Conrad would show up to burglar shows.
Oh yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
Man, I like running it. Conrad's so international. I'm getting off subject, but he'll tell you about art museums in Europe. It's just like,
well, he's an art. I mean, So here's the crazy thing about this record, and I didn't even realize it until I started watching video. Okay, so I've been trying to keep up with the music videos that are being released along with the records that we've been reviewing, and they have no less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 music videos to go along with this release. So I think that's just the music is one component of their artistic approach, where obviously the art that's included with their records is another piece of what the Trail of Dead is. But then you've got this other piece of their videos, which are like beautiful. Some are like shot, like you can tell that they were just done locally, not a lot put into them other than the effects and the production that Conrad or Jason wanted to put into them. But some you can tell are on a broader scale. And anyway, they're all different. And they kind of go, like you said, along as a book with the way that the tracks are laid out. So from start to finish, kind of like the Idols record was, it's like you're in this for like the whole experience from start to finish, including the artwork, including the lyrics, and including the music videos put together. Like it's a fucking robust package of just art and and expression, which is exactly what Conrad and Jason have been doing now for over 20 years.
Gotta give them props for what they've done with it. Dude, like their second show was at a party that we played headline. But here's the thing, it was just Conrad and Jason. They were like a destruction show.
Yeah.
Then, there was a lot of actual destroying shit going on from what I heard, because I didn't see it, because they played first before anyone got there, including me. Like I was still loading shit, and it was the Crack Pipes first show, and it was the Paranoids first show.
Oh wow, I was
at
that show.
And then the Motards played.
I remember you guys, but I don't remember. And I saw the Crack Pipes.
Okay, well before any of that happened, Trail of Dead was there, and I don't think they actually counted as a show, because it's like when a tree falls in the woods, and no one heard it, did it make a sound?
Right. When a tree falls on a mine in the woods. Does anybody care?
I really wish I had loaded my shit earlier and seen that.
You probably had to pick somebody up.
I did see them do a reunion show at the Blue Flamingo reunion as a two-piece, where they did a lot of their earlier songs.
I never saw them as a two-piece.
And then my whole thing, like, okay, so I remember I was driving, and this is like late 90s, and I heard a song on the radio on like KVRX or whatever it was, and I was like, damn, did Sonic Youth get ballsy again? Like, good. I hope they put out a rock record. That sounds like good hard guitar Sonic Youth. And then when it ended, they were like, that's Trail of Dead from their new album, Madonna, I was just like, that's dope,
Right. And who recorded that?
Frenchie.
Frenchie recorded that.
I saw Frenchie the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, but 16 Deluxe sounded awesome, and that was a good time. The whole
Trail of Dead should have played that show.
Trail of Dead should play. Anyway, we are getting off topic. What's your favorite song, Sean?
Listen, so good question. Let me tell you something about my favorite songs in this record. So again, I like Madonna. I like Source Tags and Codes. I like a couple songs off of the follow-up to Source Tags and Codes. I can't remember the name of it now, so I should have written it down. But anyway, I like the songs that remind me of that era of Trail of Dead.
My favorite parts on these are the
rockers.
Of course. The songs you want to hear live.
Right.
And I'm going to go with the Field song.
Yeah. So let me just say, so my favorite songs are Kill Everyone, No Confidence, which I feel like is an homage to the Sword in a way, in an odd way, because the Sword just broke up. But anyway, but No Confidence, and Conrad did the artwork to, I think, a few of the Swords records, or at least their first record. And then I like Penny
Oh,
Candle.
that is a good one.
I like Salt in Your Eyes. I like
Salt in Your Eyes. That's what I was going to pick, too.
Now, Golden Sail, if you just want to skip straight to the song that sounds like it was left off of Source Tags and Codes, go straight to Golden Sail, because it definitely sounds like... And then I also like Protest Streets. So which... I mean, I had
the ones that came to mind are Field Song. I like the harmonies on that one and the upbeat rockiness of it. And I also like Salt in Your Eyes. And but yeah, I like the... there's a lot of build-up, you know. I feel like it's cool, but yeah, like I said, it's a real commit. You have to commit to the listening experience.
Right.
On this one.
This would be a good tour.
It's a good payoff. Oh yeah,
this would be an excellent tour if Archers of Loaf decided to open for Trail of Dead.
The Trail of Dead is opening for Off.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Well, no, that was supposed to happen at Levitation, but Off canceled.
Oh.
So I don't know whatever happened. I don't know if they played or not. Yeah, someone got sick from Off.
See, I'm behind.
And that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But so the music videos for this are from the record are Kill Everyone, Growing Divide, Millennium Actress, Penny Candle, Salt in Your Eyes, and Contra Mundum. So lots of everything just being packed into this record. It's great. It's an experience that encapsulates not just listening to the record.
Yeah. No, these guys have done their hometown proud.
Yeah. And I want to see them. Hopefully they'll play again soon.
Yeah. All right.
So
Goatwhore.
And you know what I accidentally wrote? Goatwhore.
Goatwhore.
Or Goatwhore, but their real name is Goatwhore. Angels hung from the arches of heaven. These guys are from New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah, Louisiana.
What was Sammy? What was Sammy's old band? The one they have one album that's got a clown on the cover. Acid Bath.
Oh, Acid Bath.
Yeah. They put out one classic album and folded, but oh boy, it still stands up.
Here's Metal Blade's finest, Goatwhore. As you know, label mates with Amon Amarth and Cannibal Corpse. But god damn, Toby, what did you like about this record?
I like the sound of it and the vocals.
All right, that's the end of the review. Bye, guys.
I really like the way it sounded.
Yeah.
How about you? I like the way it smelled.
I like the drums. There you go, fast. Bye. Bass goes boom, 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 boom.
Man, it's got some growly ass vocals.
Holy shit, these guys are blackened death metal.
I seen them. Like in 2012, they opened for oh man, what's that black metal band with the sick ass Animal Blood and I'm not so much into them. I liked Goatwhore better.
Are they a metal blade band?
You know, they're really famous black metal band, and they bring fucking dead animals around with them. They put out an album this last year, and I didn't pick it up because I'm over it. John likes them a lot, though. But I'll think y'all know who I'm talking about. No.
War's on Metal Blade.
I don't know why I'm not thinking of the name right now.
Oh well.
Okay.
So what?
Anyway. I blocked it out of my mind. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, Sammy Duet, Lewis. Okay, Lewis, the singer was in Soylent Green way back when. Which brings us to our new sponsor, Soylent, a delicious meal replacement.
It's vegetarian. It's vegan. It's made with 100% organic plant protein. Soylent. Made by Newman's, which would be very ironic. Newman's Organic.
All right. So the vocals are great. It is evil sounding. There's you should listen to it. It's got riffs all over the place. What do you think about it, Sean?
It's good.
It's good.
It loud.
It's man. If you're looking for some loud ass Goatwhore, it's right here, you know?
Look, this record gets... here's another one. The record gets better as it progresses.
It does.
Yeah.
And
it starts off blast beat, but then it gets...
You know what else? All the strong songs are towards the end is Exhumed.
Yeah, I
you
agree
know?
with that too.
Like, yeah, this keeps getting better as it goes on, and the last songs, oh my god. Which ones did you like best?
The songs, dude.
Voracious Blood Fixation.
That's my favorite song. I was just gonna say, Voracious Blood Fixation is my favorite song.
That's a jam, huh?
Holy fuck, dude! The last 3 songs are just like destroy, smash me in the face.
Beyond the boundaries of mental restraint, unleash the obscenities of this fate. Fixated on madness, lustful intent, provoked, engrossed in fierce impulse. Thirst for this carnage, invoke the act of gore, empowering urge to defile, a butcher's efficiency while taking these lives in addition with bloodshed, devoted to terror, emptied of remorse, passion of vile habit, shattered pieces of glass, reflection off the blade, unleash this act of murder, piercing screams of the afraid, ravenous desire of the deranged, uncontrolled craving coils inside, manifestation of this conquest smeared in blood, embodiment of the repulsive, unchained these mental confines, paths of no return, unearthed from years of pain.
Fuck yeah! Do you feel like maybe one day when you read those lyrics, it's going to be like you read from the Book of Dead?
Yeah, I've summoned something.
You summoned something, yeah. Somewhere in Austin, you summoned a dead death metal guitarist that kills people, yeah.
Why are all these evil spirits in this house? Well, the previous tenant read the lyrics to every black metal
Well,
album
have you ever heard of Sean
in
Toby's...
a serious fashion.
Anyway,
this album is called Angels Hung from the Arches of Heaven, and that's a good song too.
Yeah, it is. They've got some videos for this record. You should check out Born of Satan's Flesh. And I had a typo here. I wrote Born of Stan's Flesh, but it's actually Satan's Flesh. Angels
Stan. Watch out for Stan.
Stan, he doesn't have flesh anymore. Angels Hung from the Arches of Heaven, which is their title track. They have a video for it. And then also Death from Above.
That's a good song.
That's a
Death
great
from
song.
Above.
And they're going on a 2023 European tour. So all of our European fans.
Yeah, everyone.
Make sure you check out Goatwhore because they'll be on tour. Yeah. Wow, I didn't know you spoke French. Anyway, yeah. So they're label mates with Amon Amarth, Cannibal Corpse, I don't know who they're going to be going on tour with. It didn't
Metal
say.
Blade.
But I just got to say though, looking at some of the Metal Blade artists, they've got 2 really funny band names for artists in there. One's called Nicolas Cage Fighter. Have you listened to that?
No.
I haven't. And the other one, and they just happen to start with N, so they're right next to each other in the artist listing on metalblades.com. The other band is called Necromancing the Stone. What the fuck, dude? Is it gonna be commonplace now for like punny death metal band names? Anyway, I haven't heard either of them, so they're probably gonna kick my ass if I ever go see them live. But I just thought that was funny. To bring that. You know, Satan's also on Metal Blade. Wouldn't that be a great show?
That's a great record. Yeah, I love that Satan record.
Yeah, me
too. That's gonna be in my top 20.
Well,
big giveaway is coming up, and Satan will be talked about. The band, not the legend or whatever.
Not the legendary evil
myth of Satan.
Who will also be summoned. Just hold your horses, everybody. Toby will summon him soon, towards Christmas.
Rick at Turkey Baster sent me 3 records, and I'm going to talk about them one at a time. And Labretta, Suede, and the Motel 6. I've been wanting to see this band for a while, and it never works out. I've been in a couple gigs. I should have seen them, like where a bunch of bands played. But they started in New Zealand. They moved to Dallas. They're a hot ticket, probably big band in Dallas. When they play here, lots of people come out. And they've developed a big following. And this single is great, and it lives up to it.
Show that wax. Look at that. That's the most beautiful hot pink wax I think I've ever seen.
So the A side is a song called Teenagers Getting High, which is really catchy. It's like garagey punk rock funness pop, and B side is a cover of Teenage Head by the Flaming Groovies. Yeah. And when I saw that, I was like, because me, I'd always want an original over a cover. But they do a great job with Teenage Head. They actually bring something kind of new to it.
Yeah, they spin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, they put their own spin on it, and it's cool. So this is a great record. Try to get your hands on it. I was looking around in the shops for it, and I was having a hard time locating it. And Rick, thank you so much. There's more stuff that I will be talking about in the next few episodes. But yeah, so we were a little confused on when this came out. I think the song was copyrighted in 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a new release, though. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, get your hands on Labretta, Suede, and the Motel 6 if you want some good garagey punk fun. Teenagers getting high. Good song. All right.
God, that's some pretty wax.
Yeah, right? Thank you, Turkey Bass. You're on a Turkey Bass record. What are you on?
I'm on Comping and Attitude.
With Kids Meal.
Yeah, Kids Meal, and Fig Bash is on there.
Fig Bash.
Mozart's on there?
We're not on Comping Attitude. Minority?
Minority is on there, yeah.
And is Stretford on Comping
Yes, Stretford's on there. Yeah.
I listen to that record a lot.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have a copy.
Really? I've got one. It's a 10-inch. It's got really cool wax too.
Yeah.
I'm on Turkey Baster. Motard, Scare the Hell Out of Your Neighbors.
Yeah.
Turkey Baster made 9 critics top 10 lists in Maximum Rock and Roll.
Wow.
9 or 11. It was something really crazy.
That's awesome.
And I think a lot of it had to do with the comic book that Bill Jeffrey did that was included with the single.
That's awesome.
I think because some of the other singles we did around there were making like 7 top 10 lists, but I think the comic book
really pushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have a copy of that Maximum Rock and Roll?
No.
Somewhere?
I got rid of when I moved to Mexico in 2003.
You tossed all your mags?
It was a fire hazard. Yeah. I had every fanzine from the 90s. I probably should have opened a library. But, I live in 700 square feet. I'm trying to get rid of shit. Yeah. I can't collect fanzines, although I'm collecting...
You're going to have to get a storage unit here soon, Tobe.
I can't. I'm going to get more shelving and put everywhere. But, y'all don't come here to hear about my shelving issues.
If you want to donate any shelving,
maybe you do. I don't know what y'all watch this for, but thanks for watching us anyway. So we're gonna play our song. We're gonna go out, and we're gonna come back real soon because we've got some really good stuff to talk about, including a super kick-ass album from Dark Throne. Have you listened to that one yet?
I haven't.
Oh my god!
I can't wait though.
Yeah. We're gonna play our regular song. Shoot.
Need a pick?
Pick. I got it. Alright. Thanks for watching.
What down home? Oh. We're doing Down Home by Van Halen.
Pound cake.
Pound cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Don't call. The one you've been told. Oh, little girl. I'm not that fucking old.
Next time.